like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this be crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, run out my problems. Let me point up and I'm magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change. For me, it didn't have that. Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to
Stop it. Hey, boy. Dude, stop, bro.
Move.
God damn. Get in your kennels. Calm down. We're not doing that. Yeah.
Not to overreact. Yes, ma'am.
You need to pick up your weed shit on the table.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Like to make clear, like
first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They try to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the
touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Run his ass over! Let's go!
Gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, Paul started wondering with me last night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Thomas escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly where you're looking for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. This one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
If you have to order food, just like chips and queso will cut it. But if you order these flautas, okay.
Here's Locke. He's going to air one out.
Oh my goodness. Bro, why does this keep happening? I'm sending the whole out blitz like every fucking time.
D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. One after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I really want to order a new pair.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 14-7 our score.
Jet fire.
There's 4 puppies over there. Sorry. Sorry.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Goodwin able to haul it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Thomas. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got it at the 15. It's a gain of 35. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the 7th play now in this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Thomas. Now he's forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what
it's clean.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
Get down.
Try.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And an alley to run.
Oh, come on.
To the 25 before it's all said and done.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about a great pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Hey, on 2nd and 11 now. He completes it to Westbrook. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Thomas, off play action, rolling to his right.
Ooh, thank you, Jesus.
Away. It's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Thomas throwing on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing his line. And he's got it complete to
Attaboy!
Anderson loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions,
Nate Geary. He's a play for the Eagles.
Balance, carrying it further, yet at the same time under control. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I see you, Jalen Rager.
Touchdown grab. As his guys are
second touchdown. I see you, boy.
Elliott good on the extra point.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing
oh, my God. He left him.
This is caught.
Goodbye.
15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Shark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
He got fucking DJ Chark going ham right now.
On by Lambo, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw. Thomas eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Yep.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Thomas, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
That current formula is not working right now. Fournette fighting through. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A big run by the big man Fournette. 63 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big...
It's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, go ahead and make you a comeback.
Nah, that ain't happening in this game.
Man, you said they get the Johnny.
And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Hey man, you got outplay out
This
there.
is taken at the 3.
I see it like the Johnny game, man. Come back up.
Run down at about the 23-yard line.
Nah, this shit ain't happening. This is 18. He ain't never get up by that much. Oh,
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Don't worry, you get your boy back next
From the
week.
gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the
and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
I don't play with that one. That's the playoff playbook. This ain't playoffs.
Oh, wow.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now this throw
What's
caught
his name?
left side.
His name's Mike Evans.
12
He
yards
does
is
this.
the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
That should be a pick, though. No
Quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Oh, bro, who bunted that for your
interception, it's long. Anderson a 1st down and more. That'll be taken in by Anderson.
Oh.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Share.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Fournette running right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Push him back. Hurry.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. is here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
30 base. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
56, 56.
Back to throw. He completes it to Evans.
Put him down. Let's go. Let's go, young man. Let's go, Mike. It's all day. That's what you've been wanting.
Touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation.
That's what you've been wanting, Mike. Let's go.
Like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Got him a break. Give me that.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Block. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now it's Luck. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey.
Let's go! You see that? You see that? Goal line! Goal line!
Well, Charles, an absolutely
what you thought? We do this shit.
At the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun.
Big bang. I see you, baby.
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
Hey, Carson Wentz come back next week. Let's go.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bro, I don't even understand how I even won that game, to be honest to you, D-Moore. That shit crazy, bro. Andrew Luck came out, guns blazing. I don't understand how I finished with a better QB rating. Might have been just because I won. But, I mean, still. That nigga got 5 touchdowns. Ugh. That shit was bad. Bro, and then he took off with Andrew Luck and got 23 yards. That shit kind of hurt my feelings. Bro, he, like, no bullshit. He took off. DJ Chark and D.D. Westbrook had the game of their lives right then and there. 4 for 155, 6 for 134. And then my boy, you see him, Mike Evans, with the game winner. You just be great, man. Oh man, that was a hell of a game. How many sacks did we give up? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, 4 to 2. No, we didn't get no pressure. D Slade, bro, perfect user. This guy, that guy, that's all me. D Slade with the pick 6, just to make it interesting. Hey, it's been real. I hope y'all enjoyed. You know, follow, like, share, all that good positive stuff. And I'll see y'all next time on my broadcast.
Nah, D more. You pay D